This show is brought to you by Da Vinci Performance Carburetor, Powell Brothers Performance Differential, Joey's Transmission, Houston Engine and Balancing, AirMasterDrumPump.com, and the Time Slip Simulator. Thank you for watching American Bracket Racer.
I'm in the right lane, dialed down. Everybody, welcome to American Bracket Racer. We're coming from Royal Purple Raceway here in Baytown, Texas. Debuting the new paint job for the year on the old Nova. I'm really excited. We got caltrac bars, disc brakes, tubular A-arms, new paint, new rims, all the above. So we've already made 2 hits, and this is being my last time trial. The first 2 hits, I was with a 668 with the 4 and a 668 with a 1, and the 60 foots were within 1,000. So that's not too bad for being off the track for 6 months, and knocked the rust out of the headers on the first pass, and it come right back and repeated. So everything's good. My lights were good. I was 022 and 007. So I'm hoping it'll repeat close to the 68, and I'll be good on the tree again. I'll give you the details when I get back to the trailer. Just got back from my last time trial. I was in the right lane. I was 040 on the tree, which before I was 022 and 007, which the first 2 hits, it's been my first times back in the car. I was pretty aggressive on it, so 40 still ain't horrible, but I can tighten that up. So I'll take a 40. That'll be my what I consider my late light. So if it's only a 40 or better, I'll be happy. But the car is nasty, man. It's been a 147 with the 0, a 147 with the 1, and that one was a 147 with the 3 in the 60 foot. and that's 3 668s in a row. It went a 68 with a 2 that time, a 68 with a 1, and a 68 with a 4. So 3 passes off the trailer after sitting in the garage for over 6 months. Man, this sucker's ready to run. The caltrac bars are set up nice. Everything's going great. So I'm excited to debut this car. It's beautiful. Everybody's giving me good compliments, and hopefully we can turn it into a win. Everything so far, if I keep driving good with a little bit of luck, we'll be there. So we'll go into first round of modified no box next, and I'll give you the details under the stage, under the tower. Okay, first round of modified. I'm going to be in the left lane. I'm dialed to 668. I've ran 3 668s in a row. It might be a little bit hotter, but I ran them on the bottom side. I've been with a 1, a 2, and a 4. So my opponent's in the right lane, dialed 797. My lights have been pretty decent. I'd like to keep it better than my worst light was a 40 and my best was a 007. Somewhere in between there and run dead on. That'd be good for me. Just got back from first round. I got the win. We were pretty even on the tree. I was 027 to his 030. He slammed on the brakes and still broke out by about 600. But I've watched him race, and he's a stocker racer, and he holds a bunch of numbers, but it might have picked up a little bit on him that time. But I ran it out the back door. My 60 foot was a little bit slow. It was only 3 thou slow from my worst 60 foot all day. It was a 147 with the 5, and I run it out the back door, go 669 with a 7 on the 668. It got pretty damn hot here. We're at the middle of the day, and it's at its hottest point, so I figured it might have slowed down a little bit. But anyway, we got the win. We'll go into the first round of Super Pro next. So my strategy on that round was just to get it in about the same, which on that pass I was probably just bumped in just a little bit more than I was in the past on accident. I wasn't real shallow any of the runs, but I was probably in about maybe a ½ inch more than I was in the past, which maybe slowed me down a little bit, but combine that with the heat and I slowed down. But like I said, my strategy was to nail the tree, which I was pretty decent, 027, and I dialed hard with the 68, so running out the back door, and that's exactly what I did. So it worked out, got the win. See you in the staging lanes for round 1 and top. Okay, first round of top. I'm in the left lane. I went up to the 669. Last round I ran it all out. I was a 669 with a 7. But it got a lot of cloud cover for the last about 15-20 minutes, so it might be back on the 68. But I'm either going dead on or maybe holding half a number or something like that. But my opponent's in the right lane. He's dialed a 576. He's a good racer, Michael Holcomb. So need to be somewhere around 20 or better on the tree and run the number. Hopefully get the win. If not, you know, first round, always buy back, and we'll keep racing. Let's get it done. right, just got back. I got the win. Pretty much got lucky on that one. I was 034 on the tree. I felt pretty good. I felt like when I left and the way the car was leaving when the green light was on, I felt like I could have been a low teen to a 00, but it was a 034. And the car runs a 667 with a 6 on the 669. So really, with the cloud cover, and it's a lot of cloud cover right now, and it has been for about 20 minutes or so, and we picked up a slight to mediocre tailwind. So I knew I should have been holding a few on that 69 dial. I thought it could have went back to the 68, and really it only was about 4 or 5 thou faster than my earlier passes. But when it did go the 69 a while ago, first round of No-E, it was real hot. The sun was out, and now we got cloud cover, so it picked up. But my opponent, I told you he was a damn good racer. He was 002 red, which is real close, but he goes dead on with a 0, so he nearly had a perfect package there, being 002 red and dead 0. So I got lucky there, saved me a little buyback money, and I will go into second round of mod. It's going pretty good, so my lights are decent, in the good range where I could win, and my car's running awesome, so hopefully that'll equal a win tonight. But I'll give you the details on the next round coming up next. Okay, we're coming up to second round of modified. We rained out yesterday, so we're picking up the action here on Sunday. But we didn't get any time trials this morning, so we're going straight into second round from the rain out. And I put it on a 667. We ran a 67 yesterday in the heat, but it's early in the morning now, so we might probably be a little fast right this morning. But my opponent's in the left lane. He's dialed 741, so need to hit the tree, and I should be able to run the number, and hopefully I get out in front of him and be able to kill it. So we'll see what happens. Alright, just got back from the second round, the continuation from yesterday. I got the win. I was 035 on the tree and go 666 with an 8 on the 667 dial, and I won by 1,000. So we both double broke out. So he broke out by 3 thou, I broke out by 2 thou. And I took a 19,000 strike. So all in all, it was a good round. But my 60 foot picked up damn near 1.5 numbers, and it's just a lot cooler this morning. Got cloud cover, so it was a good run. My opponent was 55 on the tree and run a like I said, 3 thou under. So we'll go into second round of top coming up next. So I got a pretty good hit there, so I should be able to get it pretty close to the next round. Okay, second round of top. I'm in the right lane, dialed down to 664. I should be going dead on the number from my calculations from the last pass. And I'm running a dragster, so he's dialed 497. So I'm just gonna try to hit the tree and run it out the back door. Hopefully get the win. I was 35 on the tree last time, so I'd like to be at 20 or better and be dead on the number. So hopefully get it done. right, just got back from second round of top. I got the win. I was 036 on the tree, which I felt a little better than that, but I'll take it. My opponent missed the tree a little bit and broke out by about 2 numbers. And I'll go dead on the number out the back door. I planned on doing that because I was running a fast dragster. So I dialed it pretty hard and run it out the back door, and I run dead on with the 6. So all in all, that was a good run. 36 on the tree, dead on 6 for the win. Need to tighten my light up a little bit. The first 2 hits this morning with no time trial was 35, 36. So hopefully I'll see it a little better next round, going into the 3rd round of modified. And I'd like to stay around the obviously 15 to 25 range, but we will see. Gonna go up next and I'll give you the details. All right, 3rd round of modified. I'm in the left lane. I'm sticking with a 664. I got a pretty fast door car. He's dialed to the mid to high 5s, I believe. So I'm just gonna run it out the back door unless I got a ton of room. But I just went dead on the 64, so stick with that and hope to be somewhere around 20 on the tree, dead on. Should get it done, but we still got to come back and run top next. But hope to keep racing. Just got back from 3rd round of mod. I got the win. I was in the left lane, dialed 664. I go a 666 with the 4 on the 64 dial, killing it. I ripped every about 1 mile an hour's worth. I dialed it hard, so I knew I shouldn't have to worry about pedaling it too much. But I was 020 on the tree, and my opponent was 52. And goes a 612 with the 1 on the 610. So I had a little room down there, and I ended up taking 29th out the stripe. So all in all, good run. We'll get ready for top next. All right, 3rd round of top. I'm in the right lane. I went up to the 665. It barely run the 64 earlier, and it's getting a little warmer. So I think it'll run a 665 all out. I'm running Barton Nelson. He's in the left lane, dial 477. So I need to be 20 or better on the tree and run it out the back door and go dead on. Let's get it done. Got the win. Wasn't too stellar on the tree, but we were pretty close. So I was 38 on the tree. He's 41. I go dead on with a 2, giving a little rip down there. I killed about 1 mile an hour. I told myself not to, but I didn't feel like I got in real deep so on my staging. But I was 38 on the tree, dead on with a 2, giving it a rip. My opponent's 041. And 478 with a 6 on the 477. So going on to round 4 in both classes. Mod's coming up next. All right, 4th round of modified. I'm in the right lane. I went down to 664. I was running a 664 last round, so I'm gonna try to do everything the same, nail the tree, and run it out the back door. My opponent dialed 675. I was up for the buy run, but didn't get it. We're at 12 cars, so I'll take the buy at 3 though. Let's get it done. Alright, just got back from 4th round. I got the win. It's a pretty ugly round on my part. I missed the tree bad because I felt like I rolled the car in. When I staged it, it didn't stop right away and it rolled in pretty good, so I held off on the tree, which really I shouldn't have. I should have just hit it, but I didn't want to turn it red. But my 60 foot slowed down too, well, back about 1.5, and I was 071 on the tree, and running out the back door I was a 666 with a 5 on the 664. My opponent turned it red, thankfully. He was negative 14 red and ran 2 over his dial. So yeah, need to be more careful on my staging and go back to where I was, but it might be slowing down a little bit. Getting a little bit later in the day and getting hotter, so might have to go up to the 65. But we'll go into the 4th round of Super Pro, or top next. Okay, 4th round of Super Pro. I'm running Danny Martinez. I'm dialed 665. He's fast. He's probably 480 something. But I need to be 20 on the tree and run it out the back door. I should be going dead on. Alright, just got back from round 4 Super Pro. I didn't get the win. Had a good run though. I was dialed 665 in the left lane. I go dead on with the 3 with the 28 light. Danny put it on me. He put a hell of a run down. He was 005 on the tree and dead on with a 6. So he put an 11 thou package on me to my 31 thou package. I ran it out the back door like I wanted to, and everything worked out pretty good. I just couldn't match that 005 light. So we'll go into round 5 of modified next, where there's 6 cars left. So hopefully I can throw another run like that down and see what happens. But just got beat on a good race there. We'll give it another shot coming up next. Okay, 5th round of modified. I'm in the right lane. I'm sticking with a 665. My opponent, she's in the left lane, dialed 765. So everything should be the same. I'm shooting to be 20 on the tree and should be running the number. So we will see. Let's see if we can get it done. got back from quarterfinals, got the win. My opponent, she's a little upset with herself. She turned it red, but that was quarterfinals of mod. I'm 11 on the tree after I seen her red light. I heard the pair in front of me. The winner was 004 on the tree, so once I seen her go red, I tried to nail it and try to get the buy run for the next round, which would be 3 cars. But I was 011 on the tree and run a 666 with a 3 on the 665. She was pretty red and ran over a dial. I think she got out of it, but all in all, doing pretty good. Going down to the semifinals, I'll probably have to race this one since we're down to 3, and I don't think I'm getting the buy. So we shall see. Give you the details in the staging lane. Okay. Semifinals, modified. Down to 3 cars. I'm in the right lane. I'm sticking with the 665. I was just 11 on the tree and run a 66, but I might have been bumped in just a tad. But if I get my stage right, it should be going dead on or right close to it, and I'm hoping to be 20 or better on the tree. My opponent's down to 620 something in the left lane. Let's get it done. Just got back from the semis. I got the win. I wasn't too stellar, but I got the win anyway. My opponent went red, Brian Nelson. He was 008 red and run a 22-0 on a 26, so he was probably holding what he thought to be 3 or 4, so he would have been tough to beat. But I was 052 on the tree and run a 667 with a 6 on a 665. I rolled the car in on accident again. I didn't want to bump it in at all, really, and it probably went in about 2 inches. So, anyway, we're going to the final round, debuting the new car. This race has been drawn out over 2 days, and I'll be running a good racer and fellow track champion, multi-time racer out here, Jason Patterson, in the final round. It should be a good one.
And by the way, the car looks really good.
Thank you, bud. All right, running the final round here. Looks like I'm gonna get a buy run. Jason Patterson had an emergency, so he had to leave. So he's not gonna be able to run the finals, which sucks. I was looking forward to racing him. I'll take the buy run for the win, and I still split the money with him. So see what happens. I'm gonna make a good hit here because we got a race coming up after this one, and I'll try to get a good buy run right here. Alright, just did the finals. Like I said, I got the buy run. Unfortunate thing for Jason, couldn't run it, but took a stab at it. I put a 66 on it, run dead on 666 with a 9. with an 048 light. I've been kind of falling off the tree a little bit here lately on the last few rounds, but I'm just not hitting hard enough. But we're going to start another race immediately, going into it right now. So I'll cool the car off and we'll go into first round of the second race. So maybe pull a double up, that'd be awesome. But I got a lot of runs today, and poor car's getting a workout. Comes off out of retirement and gets tortured. So, but put her in the winner's circle, first race back. Can't ask for a better day, and hopefully we can kick some butt in this next race and see what happens. Thank y'all for watching.
This show is brought to you by Da Vinci Performance Carburetor, Powell Brothers Performance Differential, Joey's Transmission, Houston Engine and Balancing, AirmasterDrumPump.com, and the Time Slip Simulator. Thank you for watching American Bracket Racer.